Hi, welcome to Community Voice. I'm your host, Keith Parris. I want to thank everybody for joining us this morning. Good morning, Clark.
You with it?
Good morning, Jermaine.
God bless you, Bishop.
Debo in the back there. Michelle, everybody. Biko. Good
Shots fired.
Damn, damn, damn.
Stole all my thunder. I was gonna come in and jump like that. I probably won't. But good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody's weekend?
Man, outside of my good friend's funeral, man, that was a sad occasion for Angelo Nelson's funeral. But the positive side was, man, I was able to see old classmates I haven't saw in over 30 years, man.
You haven't seen.
I haven't seen in over 30 years.
Went to Greenfield School System.
Listen here, man. I haven't saw.
I ain't seat.
I ain't seen the. Nah, I haven't. Had the chance to actually be in their presence in over 30 years, and it was good. It was just like yesterday, man. Like we picked up right where we left off. So, outside of that, man, yeah, man, it was a great occasion, man.
Clark Kent.
Oh man, I had a good weekend. So we did we had the funeral to go to Saturday. Me and Debo. The lady was on a little
I thought you were
wheel.
supposed to correct him, say Debo and I.
Oh,
No, actually, he's correct.
Oh, is he?
When you say like between me, you can do that. That rule is okay.
Say, man, hold on, man. Y'all moving the goalposts. They moving the goalposts over here, Clark. Something going on today.
No, actually, Jermaine.
But so we went to church yesterday at Jerusalem. So had a nice turnout, man. Nice turnout. And I got to give a shout out to the band, man. The band there, they connecting together, man. They was sounding good. They was sounding real good. Yeah, they was sounding good, man. Me and Debo were like, man, you notice they sound easy. Yeah, they gelling, Kent. They gelling. So,
Debo gonna start recruiting for his band.
I didn't realize this how much. I know it seems like you can do things and it's like off the cuff, and off the cuff. And extemporaneous, spontaneous.
Mm-hmm.
But I found out something about myself yesterday. If I'm not prepared, I'm in trouble.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you fail to prepare, you're preparing to fail.
There you go, man. And so I got a call yesterday morning at 6:15. Pastor wasn't feeling well.
Oh, yeah.
And so now I have to come in, and it was just like, oh,
yeah.
Man, I didn't realize. They say that we're supposed to devote about 25 hours to a sermon.
A week.
To a sermon, right? Okay. And that didn't. So let me apologize to the good folks there at Zion Hill Missionary Baptist Church for that awful message they had to sit through yesterday. Yeah. Dude. Oh, they're too good of people to do that. No, they don't do that.
Well, I mean, how do you know, man, that it was bad?
It was bad. It was bad. I'm gonna tell you,
it could have been bad.
Let me tell you how I know that it was bad. I started off something that the worship leader had said, and so I don't know why this hit me, but we did Leon Lonnie Love. I got a feeling
everything's gonna be all right.
Downhill from there. So
Jesus told me.
Oh, so that's why.
Be all right.
It came back on him, right?
Be all right.
It was over after that, man.
Jesus told me.
I don't know what theology they got yesterday, if any. But no, I just it said. No, but no. In fairness, though, if you get a call at 6:15, and I mean that what, and because I can beat up on myself, but
you don't keep one in the chamber.
I had one in the chamber.
It just didn't fire.
No, I mean, but it helps that you spend time with it.
That's that Barney Fife bullet.
See, well,
That one bullet. That one bullet. And then Andy had to come and take the gun. Right. But no, I just, I do take it seriously. So
so you felt like that you
yeah, I felt
could have did better.
Oh, I definitely could have
Yeah.
did better. And I don't care how good. I did say to folks though, I said that I've had situations where maybe it wasn't the best.
Yeah.
And people come up and they're looking all up and down and all around. You did all right.
How did you say it, Keith?
I was just rather you not say nothing.
You do all right. And then I told the story. We were down at Rhonda's ancestral church down in Miami, and this brother was draped over the chair like he a great doctor. And I was telling him about, when we were at American Baptist, they teach us pulpit etiquette, right? And there's some questions about should you cross your legs, and some people feel like you shouldn't cross your legs, da 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 da. But this brother was draped like
you was going to tear the church up.
So I leaned for it because I'm a hater.
Yeah.
And I'm going like, because I two things. Yeah. If you look like you can, and make sure that your sermon title lines up. Don't be dropping a great sermon title and then have an awful sermon, right? So he was like, man, that dude died. I mean, he died. He died.
Cuts.
Oh man, I don't even think he was deeper in the grave than Lazarus. That's it. He died. He died. And I said to the point where the church mothers wouldn't even come up and tell him that he did a good job.
Oh. Yeah. So when the church mothers don't,
when the mothers don't come up,
when they don't encourage you,
right?
In certain way, that's when you know
good.
It was terrible. Man, they probably left. It was like, what is he talking about?
Because I was talking about how we can't believe the hype.
Yeah.
And people come up and say, man, you preached.
Yeah.
So I said, let me get away from you so you can really tell somebody.
So what did Seinfeld say? What did he say that when they tell you that you did good or something like that, man, that they lying to you or something like that? I forgot how.
So one of my preach brethren afterwards, he said, yeah, man, you did a good job. Then he said, but I could be lying.
So to make you like, what did you tell me for?
Well, I'm gonna say this: you're an entertainer. You understand this. If people say it don't matter what people think, they lying to you.
They lying, yeah.
I don't care what people think. Oh, yes, you do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And especially when you put yourself into something, then it really you want to believe, but and maybe. So I was saying yesterday, don't believe the hype. People can tell you how good they are. Look, Sunday, Jesus' triumphant entry into Jerusalem. And by Thursday, they were saying crucify him. So they went from Hosanna to crucify him. Yeah. And so, you want to, there's part of you that wants to be able to trust that. But then the other thing is don't. And I understand something that Sister Gladys Wanso said. The biggest room in the world is the room for improvement. And so, never get to the point that you feel like you arrived. So anyway, I can't believe I did that.
I see the sweatshirt you got on the key.
Oh yeah. Let me thank Teresa Beeman for this.
Move the microphone outside that's right. Because there you go. Got the Marvin Pratt.
Yeah, this is from Marvin Pratt's campaign.
So is that almost like wearing like one of those family reunion T-shirts from the 80s? You gotta let it go, man. It's over.
Legend shirt, man.
You gotta let it go, man. It's over.
Yeah, that's a legend shirt.
That's like one of the family reunion
shirts.
He
didn't show up.
Those ain't even our colors.
Those ain't our colors this year, and you show up
with the green shirt. We got blue this year.
Right. And wait a minute, he acted like ain't nobody noticing.
Right.
Because we done all paid our $25 for the new T-shirt.
It's all in line getting
Yeah,
barbecued.
right. Here you come up here with your green T-shirt. We ain't did green.
Because he want to be cheap.
Yeah, because
he
you don't want
to buy another shirt.
Oh,
I went what I had last year. 2 years ago.
Because I know you was putting together a family reunion this year, weren't you, Clark?
Yeah.
So were all the T-shirts straight?
Yeah, they were straight.
Okay, because man, I wasn't these people. Why would I be dropping vintage? You dropping vintage? Come on, man. Right. The original family reunion T-shirt. The one we had down there in Buck Tussle. And
You know what? I would love to see somebody with their family reunion T-shirt, a 30-year-old family reunion T-shirt. If they still got one. I would love to see a 30 or 40.
Well, this sweatshirt is 40 years old. So,
oh yeah, that's what's right.
Yeah, it's 40 years old. So shout out to my hero, Marvin Pratt.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love Marvin Pratt. Marvin, he came in. We had I don't know if it was the 30th anniversary of the Million Man March, but he came in. Student minister William Muhammad was here and having that conversation. I remember flying on the plane to the Million Man March with Marvin Pratt and all the other Black dignitaries. Hey, I was out Saturday, and because I was too lazy and undermotivated. Normally, I go to the Squeeze Box in Evanston, Illinois, to get records and books. And so I was looking for vinyl near me because Ron asked, "How'd you find this?" And so there's a place called Volta, and it's over where Exclusive used to be on South 74th. And so I'm going through. I got some good music. I got Whitney Houston, the album Saving All My Love. I got that one. Wow. I got a Tribe Called Quest anthology. And then I saw this. This is a live recording done for Push for Excellence, Reverend Jesse Jackson. It was done in 1976 live in Kansas City. 1978, Kansas City. Wow. Live performance. And so this is the original album. Andre Crouch, Walter Hawkins, Edwin Hawkins. There's a sister named Jackie Verdell. She sang with the Davis sisters. Yeah. Sure. Okay, she did Kumbaya. Man, great rendition. All of Me by Danny Bell. Danny Bell used to be with Andre Crouch. Jesse Dixon from Right Around the Way. Jesse's come up here all the time. And then there's a thing from Jesse Jackson. I wish we could download this speech. Yeah, that'd have been nice. I think we can find it, but man, that is Jesse Jackson at his, boy, you see how people would just be giving him a hard time. And then, of course, at this point, this is a big hit for Andre Crouch. They did Soon and Very Soon. Push XL Choir. But it was like, wow. And I'm just looking at what they bell bottoms. Let me say something about the Hawkins brothers, Edwin and Walter. Those brothers, that hair. Oh yeah. Those brothers, man. Yeah. But if you were back when I was coming along as a teenager, Andre Crouch and the Hawkins family, they were the platinum standard. I remember seeing them perform at Marcus Performing Arts Center, and I don't know how 7 people could sound like a full choir. That's just how cold they were. And we didn't even talk about how cold the band was. Then Andre Crouch, and so that's our feature today. Reverend Jesse Louis Jackson. And then when he introduces Andre Crouch, I don't think Andre could sing from Jesse's holler. Yeah, so Jesse had a nice little fro, didn't he? A little fro. Yeah. That's what Black people call good hair. That good hair. Got that good hair. That's what Black people, not in the Parris family. Because in the Parris family is Black History Month. All Black people's hair is good hair.
Mm.
Happy Pappy.
Hey, I heard this comedian say, "Man, you act like you got good hair."
Didn't I-
Yo,
Did I not tell the listening audience that Teresa Beeman gave me this sweatshirt?
yeah,
I started off with I got this sweatshirt from Teresa Beeman.
yep.
Okay, Teresa Beeman just texted me. Tell everybody where you got the sweatshirt from.
Well, Teresa, you should have gave him that 1939 shirt.
Vintage throwback to the War Thursday. Hey, y'all, you listen to Community Voices Monday. Do I have any cleanup? Nah, I ain't got no cleanup.
Yeah, Doc, shots was fired early. The paramedics came through with fire trucks. There was a lot of blood around here, Doc. A whole lot of blood.
The gong show. Gong.
You're listening to Community Voice. Hey, y'all, the phone line's open. It's Monday. What's ever on your mind? We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Community Voice. And again, I am wearing a sweatshirt from Marvin Pratt's campaign. And let me thank Miss Teresa Beeman for letting me have this sweatshirt. All right, call it.
From Teresa?
Yeah. Yes.
She should have gave that to me. Oh my God.
This nigga just said he can't have that. This nigga, nothing. They can't have nothing. Damn. Somebody said, "You gonna let Michelle see that album?" I said, "No, I'll never see it again."
Because I saw it on the screen.
I said to Keith, "Did you show Shell that?" He said, "No, because she gonna take it."
It's called The Black Hole. Caller, welcome to the program. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
What's happening?
Just want to do a little cleanup from last week.
Oh, wait. I'm a little trouble when I hear cleanup.
Well, no, I want to apologize to the female listeners, to the station itself, and to your crew. The comment I made about Melania.
Okay.
And I was the vision of the pictures in my mind, and you were talking about her, and I said out loud what I should have kept to myself. So I want to say that. And then after I hung up, Keith, it dawned on me that maybe I should have asked you, because you was talking about her. So do you have a thing for Melania, man? Because you were talking about it with a lot of sexual tension in your voice. Oh, Melania.
Boy, I'm trying not to. Boy, it's Black History Month. I'm trying not to say the N-word. It is Black History Month, brother. Boy, good. So it went from you to now is on me. Yeah, he called it. He all contrite. I'm so sorry. Hey, Keith.
he said you was like, "Oh, Melania. Oh, Melania."
Right. All I said was, and whether you got to respect the game when it comes. She's a fashion. Her outfits be.
But I've never heard a black man say that. Only you. So that's what had me flip. Hey, Jermaine, have you ever said that?
No, I've never said that, Doc.
I never heard a black man say that.
Only thing I heard Debo say was "woohoo," but he ain't never said that. He ain't never said that.
So just wanted to clean that up. I'll be talking to you later, man. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, he called in. All right.
He said, "All right."
It's Black History Month.
Ooh, I'm telling
I have not used the word all month.
Use it.
So, do you ski often? I mean,
He said, "You ski?"
were you a previous skier and we don't know about it? I mean, I was asking per the caller. It's not my question.
He got that
I'm looking
look
for
like
clarity to help us, help you.
I might ski, but I don't summer.
Okay.
Oh no, don't leave.
Where you going?
Where you going? To summer? I don't. 414-444-5250, 414-444-5250. Hey man, let me shout out both U.S. Olympic hockey teams, men and women.
That was a good game.
Right. I started watching. I watched the women's game. I had to go to church yesterday, but the men have not won a gold medal since 1980.
So what was that game that they called the Miracle on Ice?
Yeah, Miracle on Ice, 1980.
Yeah, that was a good one. So it actually came down to the 3-on-3.
Yeah, but you know what? Crosby didn't play.
Yeah, he was hurt.
He was hurt. And I'm not gonna say because you say you take who's on the ice, right? But you can't. He's one of the best players in the world, and if he don't, people say, "Well, Steph didn't play." That's big.
Yeah.
It's big. You know, like we were kind of talking about the Bucks, and it hurts that Giannis is not playing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care what they should be able to. No. Around him, it makes a difference. Makes a difference. So anyway, shout out to them. You know, you always kind of, you know, every year, hey man, I don't care nothing about the Olympics, but you be peeking to see how the Americans are doing. You be looking to see just what it was. Some of the sports I'm not. Rhonda was talking about the biathlon yesterday. You know, people know my wife is a triathlete. The biathlon is you ski, marksmanship, and I was saying to her, the skill is after you've exerted yourself, do you still have the wherewithal to be accurate? You know, because the body's dealing with fatigue. That's kind of where I was going with the message yesterday. We got to it, but then we didn't. It went someplace else. But this idea of just the skill level, and someone was pointing out, and I noticed this in the women's game. They were saying that the speed of that hockey game yesterday. Yeah. The guy was saying that it's faster than a National Hockey League game. Just the speed. It was.
So why is it that it speeds up during the?
Because you got the best in the world playing.
On both sides.
On both sides. You know, and Canada's been dominating because, you know, Canada's invented the sport. Yeah. You know, it's like America, you know, we you know, you can say we invented basketball. So America, but you know, the world is catching up. Naismith came from Canada. He was Canadian, but I thought it was created at that YMCA.
No, it was black people that created it. Man, it's Black History Month, so you got to go to the history book.
Oh, Lord.
So you saying that it ain't true?
Do I need to Google it?
Yeah, Google it. Yeah, Google it.
I'm just a soldier. Did black people invent
that it was stolen from them?
What? Everything was stolen from them. Yeah. Invent basketball.
Not basketball, hockey.
Oh, well, hell.
You said basketball.
No, I was saying how, like, yeah, I said, but how we invented basketball in America.
Yeah, but you talking about
they said the black people, no.
Because you said the hockey came from Canada.
It did. Okay.
But I thought black people had something to do with it. Hey, it's Black History Month. Know your history.
Suggest the color of the puck. You know what? If that puck was black.
What if they made yeah. I mean, why did they pick black? So you can see it?
Yeah, it was on the ice.
Yeah.
I think it had everything to do with
ice,
yeah, it says that Dr. James Naismith, a white Canadian, physical education instructor in Springfield, Massachusetts. That's why the Basketball Hall of Fame is in Springfield, Massachusetts. Here's another little fact. There is no Pro Basketball Hall of Fame.
Really?
There is no Pro Basketball Hall of Fame. Either you get in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Now, there's a college basketball Hall of Fame, but there is no Pro Basketball Hall of Fame.
That's crazy.
Right. So the criteria is a little bit different about how you get in because it's your body of work. Right.
Wow.
And so, you know, the question is, you know, based on that, do people like Robert Horry, Draymond Green, do they get into the Hall of Fame?
They should. I know Robert Horry should. He should. A big shot by.
But statistically, you know, Tom Chambers had more better offensive statistics than Robert Horry.
Really?
Yeah, but he's not in either.
Wow.
Carla, welcome to the program. Certainly Marcus Johnson needs to be in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Good morning.
Hey, I wanted to just say, one of the in the research I learned a number of years ago, Naismith might invent it, but he was watching Native Americans that threw a ball up into a basket on the tree. It didn't have a hole in it, but they just threw it up and they retrieved it. And it was the Native Americans who gave him the idea for a basketball. So they always leave Native American out because they were ones that he was interacting with. Like I said, they would throw a ball into a closed basket. It was up on the tree, on the side of a tree. And then he took that and put the hole in there, and that's part of the creation. But Native Americans had something to do with the idea.
All right. Appreciate you, man. Carla, welcome to the program.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, you can answer this maybe at some later time. It's just not the right time.
Okay.
But
Okay. You're kind of breaking up a little bit.
okay, let's try again.
There you go.
All right. I said if you want to answer this, address it at some later time. But there were two questions that I have. One was in regard to the Quest cards that the people that are on that benefit.
Uh-huh.
Are you aware that as of March 1st, they are not able to use those cards beyond Wisconsin and the bordering states?
Oh, no, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. I think Illinois, Michigan, I believe it is, and I was one more state, but they're only able to use the cards if they're traveling or whatnot. They can get permission to use the card, but then they can't use the card again until after the end of that month. So
When did they change that?
they sent out the notices to people who what is this, February? Yes, a couple of weeks ago, probably. Started sending them out in February.
Well, I just pulled it up based on what you asked, and it says yes, you can use SNAP benefits EBT cards in any of the 50 states and some territories, as it is a federal program. The rule of the states where you are shopping apply, not your home state rules. However, consistent out-of-state use for over 30 days may trigger a residency review.
Okay.
And this was done as of September 6th. I think they did change that you cannot buy soda.
No, Wisconsin just changed. Wisconsin just changed so that you can't use it beyond the border in states without you can get it changed. So anyway, okay, well, I guess more information will come out.
Okay.
But yeah, so I just thought maybe some people, maybe they didn't read their notice or whatever.
Okay.
And they may not even.
Yeah, I think they were saying that if you're out and be using it over 30 days, then there's a question of are you living in that state? But
yeah, no, that's different though.
Okay.
Yeah, that is what part of the that's part of the rules too. But this was a new thing that says starting March 1st. The Quest card will work in Wisconsin and bordering states, Illinois, Iowa, Michigan, and Minnesota. And then it says that to use it outside of those states, you need to change the setting.
Okay.
And then if you change the setting at the beginning of the month or whenever it is, then you can't change it back to just Wisconsin until the end of the month.
Okay.
Okay, but another question I had, though, was in regards, this related to me, on the Social Security, the cost of living they give each year.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Every time that they've given the cost of living, they have had a corresponding increase in the premium that you have to pay. So the net is that you're not really receiving an increase.
Right.
So I'm just wondering, is the purpose of the increase to go to the Medicare Advantage companies, and it's just coming through us? But we really not, because we're really not getting an increase except on paper.
Yeah, I'm in a different situation.
Okay.
Because one of the retirement benefits I had from the county was at the time that I retired, the county, I was eligible for retirement health insurance. And one of the benefits for that is that they pay the Medicare premium. So they pay for me and they pay for my wife. You're right in terms of it does offset. And I think that index is used based on whatever the consumer price index was, how much it went up. I think this year was like 2.7%. Now, I think back during COVID, I want to say 20 or 21, it was a big increase because inflation was so high. But you're right, it does kind of negate any increase because your Medicare premium goes up.
Every year since I've been on Social Security, I think it's every other year, the premium has gone up.
Okay.
And so it's now double what I started out with.
Yeah.
So I was just, okay, and I know that that's a federal program.
Uh-huh.
The Quest and all of that's federal, but it operates through the state. I think that's how it goes.
Through the state, but it's a federal program. That's why you were able to use, because prior to us going to electronic benefit transfer, EBT, we used to do actual physical stamps. You could use those any place in the country. They didn't know where you got them from.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think.
Well, the question. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think if they're dealing with people who are border hopping, and I don't know. Food stamps is a little bit different than TANF benefits, but it's pretty much based on your cost. The formula is your cost and your income, and based on the formulas they have for your cost, and then your income is then what your food stamp allotment is going to be. So, yeah, it's still a federal program. I thought you could use that card, any place.
Yes, as of February 28th, you could.
Okay.
Anywhere in the country, but Wisconsin, I'm not sure who actually would have been able to make that change, and I was hoping that maybe, well, it's already done now, but just mainly wanted people who may be on Quest to be aware of that. But I am curious as to who got to make that change just for the state of Wisconsin.
Okay.
Who specific? So if you know of who it was, or find it out, or somebody knows who actually made the change. Not that anything can be done about it, but it would be interesting to know who made that change.
All right.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Call welcome to the program. Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Yeah. First thing I want to say is good morning. I know we're in like terrible times right now, and I know everybody is like, "Oh, the Mexicans," and this is what I want to say. We know fentanyl is in the drug. Well, why is nobody getting mad at the people for doing the drug? We got to take up accountability here, because some people say, well, a lot of people dying from fentanyl. They wouldn't be dying from fentanyl if they wasn't doing the drug, because that's free will. Don't nobody have no double-barrel shotgun to your chest and one of your mouth that says, do that drug with fentanyl. That's my choice, okay? And then another thing, we talk about Mexicans getting these jobs. Why y'all not getting mad at these millionaires for hiring them? Y'all ain't ever getting mad at the millionaires, the people who got the millions, but y'all don't go after them because they'll crush you like that bed bug that you brought home from your side piece house. But you'll pick on the little people. And then y'all say, they moving in our neighborhoods. Okay.
Who's they?
Well, when they say the migrants, but when I look out my door, I don't see them Popeye chicken boxes coming from them.
Did you say Popeye's chicken?
Yes, well, I don't even understand why they open anyway, because they just filed bankruptcy. They never have nothing on the menu anyway.
They never have any honey.
Thank you. Sometimes they don't have chicken.
So my thing is why is all this aggression against the Mexicans, but y'all don't have no aggression against the people who tear down your community? Matter of fact, I take it a step further. They're coming in your neighborhood, buying these houses, spraying them with aluminum siding with flat paint. They fixing them up with cheap paint on the inside, putting down them cheap floors, and they're trying to sell it to you in the community for $199,000.
Hey, Al,
but y'all not raising no hell about that.
You raise a very interesting question, and wow, there's an article this morning in The Root by Sheila Scott, and it says America's birth rate is shifting towards a minority majority, and now things are starting to make sense. And what she points out is, they said a new study published by the Zucker School of Medicine at Hofstra Northwell analyzed data from 33 million U.S. births over the past 8 years. Researchers found that white births make up 49.6%, while all other races, including Hispanic, Black, and Asian births, account for 50.4%. The milestone carries a striking irony. What they're arguing in is that, one, you're seeing a change to Medicaid, right? And then the border enforcement piece, because people are fearful that whites are going to be a minority in the country. And so what they're doing now is pitting groups against each other, right? So then I have a regular caller who will call in and try to blame all the ills in this country on these migrants who come across the border. We find out they have a lower crime rate than the American population. They pay taxes. They're not a problem, but it's a diversion. And that's why we're having this conversation, because there's a fear in this country. I really believe that the anti-abortion movement has everything to do with low white birth rates, not from some moral thing about a person and how we even confer personhood on an organism is beyond me. But then at the same time, once that person gets here, their humanity is usually stripped away. So I don't understand that. I know that runs into the problem with my deep religious folks, but you bring up a great point. I think we're focusing our attention on the wrong thing.
And I also feel like Black people are so smart, so intelligent, they're so great, they're unique, but some of them are using the free will to be lazy, and they don't want a man and woman to F up and go on and get it. I feel personally they want the white man to give it to them so the white man can take it away, rather than getting off their brown round and that sugar honey iced tea box and going out there and get it. Because if you know how to get it, he won't be able to take it away from you. So, but it's easier to complain rather go out there and get it. And even if they try to take away the abortion, only thing women gonna do is just start cutting lemons and use it as a 24-hour IUD, because the acid from the lemon will eat up the man's semen. Just imagine what they do when they pour it down the sewer drain and your house pipes. Yeah. Have a good day.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Caller, welcome to the program.
Hey, man. I hear all that stuff. First of all, let's address the fentanyl deal. In some cases, people don't want nothing but fentanyl. I'm tired of the old lie that a little drop of fentanyl can kill 1 million people. That's the same story they told us about crack when we was doing nothing but really cold water basing it in a baking soda and getting cooked dough, ready to go. So the same thing with this fentanyl deal. They're overblowing it up. Some people don't want no heroin. They want fentanyl, man. When they
but why are we even having this conversation around fentanyl? The reason why is because white people are dying. Not to say black people are not, but primarily is primarily white people. And so now we have a drug health crisis. But when we had crack, and crack was popular among both black and white folks, it was a criminal problem. So I think it's the perception,
Listen, Donald Trump and them came up with something called the Restoring Lives Act. Okay? That was in his first term. Inside of that Restoring Lives, they came up with the Good Samaritan Act, Good Samaritan law, inside of that same bill. Listen, we understand all of that, what you're talking about, but it's more blacks dying now. And this is what they did. They sacrificed, they allowed it to get to white folk. Heroin is the base of this whole thing, man. And heroin is nothing new. It's been around before me and you was born.
But the opioid crisis in America has everything to do with prescription drugs.
Okay, but can we stay focused on one thing? Because I heard the lower caller talking and just saying a bunch of stuff. So I wanted to just address a couple things. When it comes down to the fentanyl deal, some people only want fentanyl. They don't want no good heroin. Regular.
Okay, where are you going with this, Meech?
You short with me, but you.
No, I'm just trying to get to.
No, you very short. I'm trying to address and attack the hypocrisy that was just put forth to the people. Okay.
What's the hypocrisy?
Okay, we'll leave that alone then. We'll leave alone.
Just tell us what the hypocrisy is, man.
The hypocrisy is when a person talks about fentanyl and don't understand the real depth of it and just spouting off stuff.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't really been talking a lot about fentanyl, and maybe I should. But then the libertarian in me says that if you want to get high, get high.
Okay. Well,
no, I'm saying if you want to get high.
Well, that's one thing that the lower caller said. He said it's a choice. Okay, and we understand that. Then we go into the Mexican deal. When you really referred to me, I believe you was talking about me when I talk about immigrants. And then the other caller said they get out the millionaires. Listen to this here. It's not just millionaires that are suffering from behind this. It's everyday people. It's our little children that don't have that now don't even have an opportunity because they ain't got an uncle that can teach them how to read a ruler, that can teach them how to, weld or do auto mechanics, because it's actually been wiped away from us in our school systems, set up for these new people to come in. Same with the matrix, with matrons. They already knew what they were going to do, and they allowed the Arabs and everybody to come in here and take over the matrix, the sales in our local stores and stuff. So anyway, it sounds like I'm jorbling up a lot of stuff because it was a whole lot put into that, what was just said. But listen, when you get ready it's not just millionaires, it's everyday people that are suffering, even from the rents. In some of these states now.
You keep saying millionaires are suffering. How are millionaires suffering?
I didn't say millionaires were suffering.
You said it's not just millionaires. You said it's not just millionaires.
It's not millionaires that's being affected. The brother said, why don't we just get rid of regular people? Get rid of the millionaires that's hiring these Mexicans. It's not just that, brother. It's me and you that can't get a job.
No, I think the point he was making was that if you really want to enforce it in terms of the people who are hiring. But look, here's why is this kept. That immigrant, migrant labor is a big part of the American economy, right? So, it's almost hypocritical. So Trump goes after folks and he plays to your nativism and your xenophobia and your racism and your all these other things.
Do you think the Mexicans is working cheaper than me and you on the job or even in this construction field?
I don't know. But what's your point? Because it's not like I'm seeing where you have all these black people lining up saying, here's the work I want to do. Maybe I'm missing something.
Well, because guess what? You're about 2 decades or maybe a generation and a half behind. The kids that are coming forth now don't have any interest in it because they have no kind of understanding of it.
Right.
Why would I want to build a gate when I don't even know how to set a gate post? Why would I want to build a porch when I don't even know how to build a porch? Why would I even want to open up a store?
Is that the Mexican immigrants' fault that I don't want to do it?
No, what it is it's the system that wants to eliminate you and I and our offspring.
But it's like fentanyl. That's the same thing. I can choose the kind of work I want to do.
If you're not interested in it because you don't,
if I'm not interested in it, then what's the deal if somebody else is?
because you have to start somewhere at a base to be interested. When we were kids, we used to set up little things on the sidewalk. We'd be the store man. We wasn't selling nothing but rocks to each other. We was kids because we wanted to be the store man.
Okay,
you don't see children doing that.
That was in the 20th century. We're in the 21st century now.
Let's do this something else. Hey man, you want to fight me and argue with me, but you won't call me in so we can have a real discussion.
All right, man. My bad. I appreciate
no. That tells me that you spooked to me.
That I'm scared.
You're really frightened of me.
That I'm scared.
You scared, man.
All right, man.
You fight. You fight, man.
All right, man. Love you, Beach. Caller, welcome to the program. Did he call me out? Caller, welcome to the program. Hello.
Hello, hi. My name is Vanessa McGowan. I was calling to let you guys know that I really enjoy y'all show every morning.
Thank you.
And I listen up because it empowers me, especially Michelle. You guys empower me.
Did she say especially Michelle?
Especially Michelle. You guys empower me to go with my day, go on with my day. Because you know what? Trump is having everybody in society and in America upset. Ever since he's been a president, everybody's been stressed out. It's just been violent and people are worried about stuff and angry ever since he's been a president. And so, like, he had all these allegations about hanging with a president.
You know what? You're breaking up. So can you call back? Because I want to hear what you have to say. So I'm
okay. I'm on the phone now. You go speaker. I'm sorry.
Hello? Is that better?
Can you hear me?
No, you're still breaking up.
Can you hear me? Hello?
So do this call back. I'm going to take a break. I'll give you an opportunity to call back. Hey, you listen to Community Voice. The phone line's open 414-444-5250. 414-444-5250. What's ever on your mind? It's Monday. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Parris.
I will keep you in perfect peace.
That scene, if you watch that Tupac movie,
okay, I gotta
when he got shot and they was pulling him out the car, taking him to the hospital, that song is they have it playing on that scene, and it's like the perfect atmosphere set. Like it set the atmosphere for that particular scene. But that song, yeah, Marvin Sapp, man, recut that joint.
Keep you
in perfect peace. Yeah, stay on me. Yeah, Doc, that song made me cry when I first heard it. Like, wow.
That's when you know it's good.
Yeah,
man.
Doc, it hits you right here. Yeah.
And I love great songwriters. I always give songwriters their due.
Yeah.
It's always the performance, because people are going to remember by the performance, but it's those people who sit down and write those songs.
Yeah,
and you go
Doc.
like, man, if I interviewed them, what were you thinking about? I was watching an interview that Edwin Hawkins did, and I think it was Thank You, Lord. And the interview was asking, so what are you going through? And he talked about, you go through these times, Richard Smallwood, you go through these times
Smoking
in your life.
Awful.
Everybody, that pain creates art. Hate to put it that way,
Marvin
but it does.
Sapp, when he had lost
His wife, right?
He had wrote that. So I forgot the name of the song that he wrote.
When he lost his
Praise Him in
dad,
Advance.
but when he lost his dad, that's when he did this big one.
Was it Praise Him in Advance?
Never would have made it.
Never would have made it.
I think that he had lost his dad.
And then Smokey wrote I Need You Now, and when he was going through losing his wow.
You got, I'm telling you, man, that if you look at a lot of art is based on obviously people's lived experiences, what they're going through.
Yeah.
Thomas Dorsey wrote Precious Lord because he lost his wife and child in a tragic car accident. So how do you, and that's the thing I love about artists is their ability to be able to, transpose that pain into something that's purposeful and in many instances really healing for folks. I shouldn't go out on this limb, but I think about all of not all but many of the gospel artists who were bullied as kids. And I remember Mother LaValle told this story about Jeffrey LaValle, the great Jeffrey LaValle. They're just talking about some Milwaukee people that they want to do.
That's my blood.
And that Sounds of Gospel.
Yeah.
Jeffrey LaValle.
Yeah.
And she was saying that how he would, kids would pick on him. Mm-hmm. And she said he'd just come in and he'd just get on the piano. That you're able to, whatever your gift.
No, that's true.
You can turn it in.
Yeah. So that's true, because when I was going through my season of heartaches and things like that, that's all I did every day was play. Mm-hmm. And after I was done playing, I felt so much better because it was like I was able to release it through my fingers, playing the chords and just sitting there for hours playing.
There's two songs. If I'm getting ready and I really want to get myself in a spirit of worship, there's two songs that I'll listen to before I go to church. One of them is Magnify Him, a song that Teresa Hairston wrote, but Lucretia Campbell does it. Oh my God. Yeah, pull that up on YouTube. Oh my God.
What's the name? Campbell's sister? Jesse Campbell's sister?
She used to sing with Wilmington Chester.
Mass Choir, yeah.
Oh, she has an incredible range, but she does that song. Yeah. And then to hear Sandy Patty do We Shall Behold Him.
Now,
for Bill Gaither.
That was on like
TBN. She did for Bill Gaither. And the woman who wrote the song was sitting there, Reba McEntire. What's her name? Not Reba Rambo. Dottie Rambo. I'm sorry, Dottie Rambo. And to see her cry, because the thing about Sandy Patty is that she's a lyric soprano.
Yeah.
But let me say why I really love Sandy Patty. Last week, or the week before last, Sandy Patty had an open statement to Donald Trump. And she said, because she was reacting to that awful meme that he had put on of President Obama and Michelle Obama. And she said, I voted Republican. But she said, what you did is hurtful. And then I didn't know this. And then she says, as a parent of a child of color, I'm really offended. And I thought, wow. Because there's a whole lot of people, they just letting him go.
Yeah.
Certainly the people that support him will let him go. And I don't know. And I know I get frustrated too. I said this yesterday. The people around him have to see that this is some caller. Welcome to the program, but power adjacent.
Yeah.
People give up their soul for power. Yeah. Caller, welcome to the program. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning. I want to get something straight. We as black people, we don't hate nobody.
Are you have us on speaker, man? Because you're breaking up and we can't hear you. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
We as black people, we don't hate nobody. We've been sold like commodities, sold, sold, raped, killed. We don't hate nobody. It's hard for us to hate somebody. If we did, we would act like January the 6th and go down to the White House. We don't hate nobody. We just want equal. For us to be black people and you take the ladder and you step on it and then you pull it up and you tell us, raise yourself up. When everybody done had help, the white man, they gave him land. They didn't give us nothing when we got out of slavery. We had cities that was built by all black people. They burnt that down, about 6 of them. We do not hate nobody. When you bring foreigners over here and you give them money, food, pay their rent for 2 years, even try to pass a law that you would give them $150,000 grant to get a home. We don't hate nobody. You never did that for us. You didn't give us the 40 acres and a mule, but you give people, foreigners, that come over here a leg up. We don't hate nobody. All these people been raped and killed and hung, burnt in churches, and y'all do not give us a bill, that a hate crime bill. We do not hate nobody.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Caller, welcome to the program. Good morning.
Good morning, Keith.
I'm good. What's happening?
Happy birthday to you, Matthew. You and Jermaine. And with it, I wanted to talk about this sermon and speech I heard Reverend Moss III, Otis Moss, give at the 70th anniversary of the Montgomery bus boycott. And in this sermon, he talked about how having a colonized identity, how big of a problem that is, and how that was avoided throughout the movement by people like these ladies who, when the bus boycott started, decided to fund the movement, like coming up with bail money and money for taxes for people by simply selling pound cakes and other soul food that they got paid for in advance, many times to people who were in the Citizens Council, aka the KKK. And he just talked about how the people who were hating on the movement were actually paying for the movement to go forward. And so with some of the calls that you just had, I do want to thank Al for actually attacking a lot of the lies that we hear, because we all know billionaires moved a lot of the factories out of our community and many other communities, which paved the way for people trying to make money illegally and cooking things that destroyed their community. And, you know, most people who exist in society, or a lot of people, are offered choices. whether it be drugs or whatever that could be harmful. So to say that, to try to purport that utilizing something that's destroying your mind and your body initially is not a choice, that's a lie. And to say that billionaires, to never be able to point to the highest level of the problem, which are billionaires who profit off of all of this, when those kids that one of the callers was talking about who have problems now, when they grow up and go to jail, billionaires profit off of that. And those same billionaires are the ones who profit off of sending jobs overseas. But to not have that ability to point at that and to point at someone else who you think is taking something from you, who is actually, as Keith stated earlier, contributing to taxes and society, is a cult mentality and a colonized mentality. So many times, Keith, I have to say to you, a hit dog does holler the loudest. And so this is always why, for my brother, whose name I won't mention, I pray for him to free his mind, as George Clinton would say, because you always got to add some music to it. And his you know what may someday follow. But when you get to be as old as him, you know, sometimes old dogs don't, you know, or old leopards don't change their spots. And when you profit from being a part of a cult and you benefit from that, that makes me think that, you know, a lot of times we do have people who look like us that we call brother, as Michelle would. But there were people who looked like us who met the slave ships and sold us into this situation. And so I always pray for our brother, but, you know, his inability to talk about things in a factual manner is a part of that cult mentality that we many times talk about. But I would like to invite everybody that's listening to listen to this sermon and speech by Reverend Moss, because it is really encompassing of not only our history, but the history of America and the way that we fought and the connection of our lineage in this country.
Yeah, and he does something, I think, as part of Trinity United Church of Christ. Doesn't he do like this 5-minute like political talk, which I always, the last one I saw, he was asking, why are we doing all these things? And then he came to the conclusion, he said the Epstein files. And yeah, he is, but you know, he comes from a lineage of prophets. His father was a prophet. And so I think he carries on that tradition, and obviously being in that pulpit there at Trinity United Church of Christ, Jeremiah Wright, yeah, he's always on point. But you know, it's funny. I just Raphael Warnock, who's quickly becoming a big hero of mine, said that last week. He said that Jesus has been a victim of identity theft. Jesus Christ
very accurately
is a victim of identity theft in American politics, says Senator Raphael Warnock. And he's just talking about how and I know people get frustrated with me because I push back on some of these symbols. I do know I don't wear crosses. I don't wear crosses. It's hard for me to reconcile what the cross was used for. And maybe some people say, well, man, but you're a Christian minister. But it's hard for me to reconcile what the cross was used for. And to say that somehow, and it was something that Keon said that we don't wear ropes around our necks. His point was because the cross was the lynching tree, right? And I'm just saying, in terms of understanding some things, I think you bring up a great point in terms of we will look at the cross. I heard one brother was preaching and he said he used James Cone. Dr. James Cone is like the father of Black theology and that whole thought strain that goes in Christianity. And I just have a tough time with that symbol because what it symbolizes. Now, people say it symbolizes hope. Man, it symbolizes tyranny to me.
his hands were nailed to it, right?
Yeah, and I heard a brother minister say that crucifixion needs a witness, and you think about what happened to enslaved Africans when Jermaine decided that he was going to stand up for his full humanity, and when they punished him, where did they punish him? In a square where all the other enslaved Africans could see this is what happens to you if you decide to step out of line.
And therefore, if Willie Lynch never existed, or if he never wrote the doctrine or theory,
I didn't know.
It still was practiced as a part of our slavery in this nation.
Yep, and so that's hard for me. Now I know some people. Jermaine was saying, what was one of your favorite songs? Down by the Cross.
Down by the Cross, and Jesus is the light of the world.
Yeah, I'm struggling with that in terms of personal theology. I don't think that's the game changer. I think that for us, it is practicing what Jesus taught us to do. But when we get into the iconography of what we see in terms of Christian symbols, that one is still troubling. I remember there was a group of righteous black folks who were picketing Metropolitan because we had that big white cross on the front of the church and how they looked at it as a symbol. But that, again, that's one of those deep theological discussions. Yeah, he is Otis Moss III, and he's speaking where again, so people know on YouTube where to go?
This was the 70th anniversary of the Montgomery bus boycott.
Okay.
And just one more thing I want to say with regards to children. If you're going to mention the name of an occupant of the White House who is ordering Gestapo to zip tie kids in Chicago, less than 2 hours away from here, and you don't mention that, you are a liar.
Right.
God bless y'all.
Right. And then you know what they did? These, I almost did a Kamala Harris. These. So what they're doing now is, you remember they said they were drawing down ICE? They're going undercover now.
Really?
Yeah.
So now they're in totally plain clothes.
Yeah, they're doing things like acting as if your car is broke down. I pull over to help you. Jump out, boys.
And there has been video clips of people who have pretended to be ICE agents, and I think one guy was trying to rob a convenience store.
Dude, that is real dangerous, because if you're on the side of the road and somebody jump out and you have your weapon on you, you gonna pull your weapon in because you don't know who's who.
Right. All right, y'all.
Yep.
You listen to the Community Voice. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Community Voice. And again, sorry for the mix up, but we're joined in studio by Miss Vanessa Key. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, how you
North
doing?
Pat Neighborhood House. And she's here to talk about what is this? What was the
55th.
Juneteenth celebration? Here, 55.
Yeah, 55 years.
Wow. Wow. We're like
That's a long
teenagers.
time.
Well,
Milwaukee's the longest.
We're
Yeah.
continuously, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And so here today, you're here to talk to us about people who might be interested in being vendors.
Yeah, we're excited this year. Again, our theme, in case most people haven't seen our website, honoring the past and empowering the future. And we're looking for vendors that have been longtime vendors for over the 55 years. And we're also looking for new vendors. We're excited to offer a $55 special early bird discount for those vendors to get their applications in by March 31st. So we're doing a big push to make sure that you go to our website, www.juneteenthmilwaukee.com, and click on vendors, and you can sign up to be a vendor, or if you can come down to Northcott at 2460 North 6th Street. Last year, we had over 480 vendors stretching from Center Street to Concordia. That's our goal this year. We're hoping to get at least 450. We know that having an earlier cutoff time of June 1st may catch some people off guard because they're used to coming all the way up until like June 18th to try to register. But we want to try to control based on some of the construction and different things that's going on MLK Drive. We want to make sure that all the vendors that sign up, we're able to get them in. So the deadline is June 1st. Again, that early bird special, please try to get that $55 discount. We were fortunate last year to have over 100 and something vendors from out of Wisconsin, coming all the way from Texas, California, Minnesota. So we're hoping to market and reach out to those individuals again, but we want our local vendors to be a part of this as well. So if you are a community agency, you are a person that's doing food, a person that's doing novelty retail, you just want to talk about your agency and try to recruit kids for your daycare or after school program, this is the place to be. We had over 50,000 people there last year, and we hope to get as many coming this year as well.
Is there a difference? What about the people who are selling food? Is that a different application?
Yes, those individuals that are selling food need a temporary food permit from the city health department. And we are fortunate to partner with them that they come to some of our trainings. But actually this year, they have set up 3 trainings for individuals to actually go and see how to set up a temporary food stand, all the equipment you need, and all the requirements. So please contact me at Northcott. I can give you the dates of that training, or go to the City Health Department website and say temporary food stand, and it'll list the different trainings that are coming up. We do have a lot of food vendors, a lot of food trucks. The pricing range from, you can go to get a turkey legs down the street on Center, and then the next one on Concordia. So we try to tell our vendors, make your prices competitive, make your vendor booths attractive so individuals can come to your particular location.
Now, all those the food vendors, you said they need a special permit from the health department. So is that like an inspection, or how do they?
Well, for the health department, they give them specific instructions on what needs to be at their station.
Okay.
So hand washing station, sanitation, all those different things like that. And it's good for us because a lot of times makeshift food vendors pop up, and someone going to that particular vendor don't know if they're getting food at the right temperature. So we want to make sure that people know if they're part of our festival, they do have a temporary food license permit from the health department.
What about, you were saying, what about community-based organizations who want to showcase the work that they do?
I just tell a lot of the smaller nonprofits, because they get kind of eaten up by the people that are selling things. Just make your booth attractive. have something to draw attention to your nonprofit. So when parents are walking with the kids or adults that need services may come to your particular location based on that attraction of how attractive your vendor space is.
And so based on what you're doing, there's a fee scale, but it's based on what you're doing, right?
Yeah, the food vendors and the community-based agencies have the same price. If you're a food truck, that's more expensive. And if you are a corporate sponsor, your booth space is more expensive. But if you're just, trying to do mom's recipe and you want to cook, the best thing is, make sure you go through the health department so you know the ins and out of what you need in order to do that.
I'm trying to think the year that I must have parked on Chambers, and as I was going down, and Burleigh too, I was going down, and all the people who sit up right in front of their houses, they got all kind of little food stands going on right before you even get the Juneteenth. I mean,
that is so true. And we just say we cannot, sanction that,
right.
But families, it's something, it is economic, impact. So a lot of families do take advantage of that if they're in the area of Juneteenth. But we just want people to know that the quality of food and things that you're getting, the health department comes that day and inspect all the food vendors. So if something is not right, they shut them down or they give them enough time to get it right. But they will not let them operate if they don't have the proper utensils or the proper sanitation.
And I think people, because, novoviruses, foodborne viruses, and I know hey, I'm trying to help you out. The one thing about the folks who have been officially sanctioned to do it is that they've gone through that inspection.
That is correct. And you with the number of individuals that come to Juneteenth and they want your fried chicken or your turkey leg, you want to make sure it's cooked to the right temperature before they hand it out to you. So sometimes you do have to wait in long lines for those individual vendors that people love to go to, but just make sure that they have their health department, temporary food license before you grab food from them.
You're coordinating all of this, so can they go to the website or contact you directly?
They can contact Northcott directly at 372-3770 or 2460 North 6th Street if they want to pay with cash or bring in a check. Otherwise, you can go directly to the website, www.juneteenthmilwaukee.com, and click on the vendor tab, and it'll give you all the information.
And the deadline?
The deadline for the early bird special, it's March 31st. You can save $55. The deadline for actually applying to be a vendor is June 1st.
And this year, we were just talking about before we came on the air, there's, especially as we get up towards the northern end of it, going towards Burleigh, there's construction going on. So that's probably going to have some impact in how you're setting up the vendors.
It really is. And so we again want those vendors who have been a part of it to please get your applications in early, especially if you're in the area that we know may have to have one side shut down. We won't know that until after DPW and our team meets with them to see what those companies are doing and how long they'll be in construction.
Well, Vanessa, it's always good seeing you. Anything else? We
appreciate being able to come on the air and let people know it's time for Juneteenth. It's the 55th, and you want to be a part of it.
Let me say this: Vanessa and I grew up together.
He's not going to tell y'all that I beat him in basketball because we don't even want to go there.
Every shot.
We don't even want to go there. I wasn't going to say that. I was going to get off the air peacefully.
Every shot. It's like every time she comes on, she got to remind me.
You lost?
I was finna go off peacefully, folks.
Oh.
She wasn't balling back in the day. No,
I was balling back in the day.
She wasn't balling. She was. See, Clark knew. Yeah. So I called her by married name, but Vanessa Johnson, who I know, like I said, you're at Metropolitan.
Yeah,
we grew up. So
you never got
not
your
only was she an
revenge?
athlete, she was also a scholar.
So you never got your revenge?
What did I tell you?
I got a ball in the car.
Did
right?
I tell you? Did I tell you last week I was over? I said that last week, didn't I? She just came in and confirmed that.
Oh man,
Miss Vanessa Johnson Northcott. She is the vendor coordinator for the 55th annual Juneteenth Day, which is going to happen on June 19th.
Somebody said, "Did you duck on Keith?"
Well, you know what would be nice for Juneteenth is if they put a court out there and have you two play in front of everybody.
That would be entertaining.
Everybody gonna be at that spot.
Everybody gonna be right over there.
I'm already dealing with some issues with my health insurance right now. So
right, they see you out there balling, you get dropped.
Yeah. Appreciate you, man.
Absolutely.
See you again.
Wow.
Speaking of, I don't know if you watched a little bit of the Celtics and Lakers yesterday.
I saw a little bit of it.
Okay.
Hey, man.
I'm getting. There was a move everybody thought that little Pritchard did. He does this all the time.
Between his legs.
No,
when he pushed
off.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They didn't call it, and then I think was it Jaylen Brown did the same
and
thing.
They called it on Jaylen, but I think because it's a thin line, it's almost too like with setting screens. Because if the
come on, man.
No, wait, because if the guard don't wait until the person that's setting the screen is actually set and he move a second earlier, they gonna call a foul on the screen.
Because I don't know if you saw the play with Pritchard. People
but
thought,
he extended though.
Yeah, but
Jaylen
people
Brown
thought
extended.
at first that he had just crossed
crossed
his dude.
him. No.
He didn't.
No, he had.
And you know who else who does that? TJ McConnell.
TJ does,
and they
that.
never call it.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Well, I mean, we know why.
Can I get some drums? I wonder why.
We know why. We know why. Because I heard Reggie. I think that was Reggie Miller that was on the commentary. He was like, man, somebody get this guy an award. He's just going off. I'm like,
Hey, wait a minute, hold on. Got to keep going. So then they go run back. He said, "Oh, I guess he did push off, didn't he?" yeah. That's the only way he can get open.
Yeah.
Oh God, man.
Yeah, he did push off.
You know, doing Black History Month. And you know, if and I tell people, and I'm sorry, man. I listen to the commentators, and I'm telling you, man, I don't know what Duncan Robinson did last night, but he probably get the post game interview. And, you know,
he didn't do nothing. I mean, we know what it is, man. They want the great white hope.
Come on, man.
And
then you have that, and then it hurts. It hurts. It hurts people like Larry Bird, because you know Larry's just doing people, right?
And he was the truth.
Yeah, but you sit up and going like these dudes, like who was it? I didn't know that Denard went with the Lakers.
Luke Kennard. Now he's a shooter. What I mean, look at his percentages though.
I'm so tired of you.
But he's a shooter though, and LA needs shooters.
It's Black History, but I'm trying not to drop the word. Man, I'm so tired of you. He's a shooter.
Between him and AJ,
it's like.
No, but I'm telling you what it is, man. Because LA got scores.
I'll bring him up, man. I'll go like Duncan Robinson. He's a shooter. He's a shooter. Call him up.
I'm telling you, man, the shooter.
Oh Lord. Oh man, this Black.
I'm so tired of this.
It's Black History Month. We got 4 more days.
Hey, Dre was in.
Right. He's a shooter.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I was just wanted to. I hope sometime in the future to correct your caller this morning talking about the construction industry and because he didn't delineate between union shop laborers, union laborers, and then these small contractors who literally can hire anybody they want as long as they'll set the salary they want and they'll train them on the job. There's a number of layers in terms of how somebody gets those jobs. I've seen people in the middle of the summer at 90 degrees sitting up on the roof. And I couldn't figure out why they were up there, but yet they were doing that work in 90 degrees, sitting up on an asphalt roof. And yes, I knew it was a small contractor. I didn't know it was a union contract, but there is a delineation of who you can hire. You know, when you get work with city, county, or feds, they make you submit a list of all your employees and the status, and they also want to know who your subcontractors are hiring. And so it's so much more complicated. And yes, you can make $15 an hour, or you can be a journeyman, and you can make $30, $35 an hour. It's all in accordance with your label and what skills you bring to the table. And most laborers just sign up at the labor union, they get taught their skills. And so even 50 years ago, when I first got out of architecture school, and a lot of the brothers and friends of mine were working their way into the trades, shoot, it was even rougher then, because most of the people had never even had African Americans on their jobs, even though these people were trained. Electricians, plumbers, all these people, a lot of my brothers and sisters caught hell for trying to work on these projects. And so here we are in 2025. Now there's an argument about who's doing the work and why they're getting hired, and the number of rules and regulations that they actually operate under. So
Tyrone, they're not replacing black people who are trying to do this work. And that's the piece of it. You know, we are like almost 3 generations removed from a group of people who came up who did a lot of manual physical labor, right?
Right.
And so
asphalt and concrete specifically.
So a lot of these folks are also coming in, their first generation here, trying to do their come up. So, you know, a lot of our dads, when they came up from the South, they were looking for jobs like this. These young dudes ain't out here looking for that kind of work. I mean, let's not deceive ourselves, because like you just pointed out, are you gonna be on the roof on a 90-degree day?
What black man would?
Now,
and you know that my nephew is in a plumbing apprenticeship, and so he's working his way to be a full-fledged plumber.
Right.
But he's in the system, and he wanted something, and so he's going through all of the phases of what it takes to be a registered or a certified plumber or electrician. But all these young people, there are young people out here who are now finding the trades because they can't find people, but they got to go through the process.
Right.
So if somebody hires you to do electrical work and you ain't never even touched the box, you know something's wrong. But when they offer you $20 an hour and the most you ever made is $7, I'm sure you're going to consider it. But then it's a dangerous job. So if something happened to you and you don't have the proper credentials, there will not be any suing, because there probably will be, because they hired you illegally. So it's a complicated thing, but he made it sound like it's just X and Y.
Yeah, I think that there's that myth out there, and I was just watching this little piece about this whole idea of the replacement theory, right? You know, that whole replacement, they're coming to replace us. No, they're not. They're coming because there's not enough of us who want to do the work. That's the issue they're dealing with in Europe.
People.
You have people in Europe. I'm sorry.
Yeah, then you kicked out all them people over the last year who were your workers.
Right.
The same way they need people in the fields to pick the crops and work in the farms, on the dairy farms and that. You done moved them out. Now you can't find nobody. Who do you? If I was a young man, I don't know if I want to go work and do milk cows, but those options are there.
Well, I think the other piece of it is where you see yourself. I think Common had did a song where he talked about, man, we ain't used to working on 9 to 5. You know, we used to standing on the corner. You know, so and a lot of that is just, if you don't see it in the crib, there were people who saw the old man. And look, back in the day, they had to start Operation Big Step just to get people, black folks in particular, into the trades, because of all the barriers that you had, how you couldn't join a union, but how because it was based on whether your daddy was in the union, whether your grandfather was in the union. So
I remember the work of Mr. Turan and Mr. Lerman Ellis, and so they worked hard to get brothers in new into those jobs back in the 70s and 60s. And so people can't discount that. Now, there are other people working through the web and others who work, but don't make it, he makes it sound like it's just a failure. Nobody getting no job. Well, that's not true.
Well, yeah, and I think that's a Republican talking point in our community to create a certain level of hostility. I was out on 76th and Layton Saturday. You know, folks were out there protesting on all four corners. Now, I didn't see any black people out there, but I saw a whole. I didn't. You know, because maybe it ain't that time of year yet. I don't know, because you know, black folks are being impacted too, whether we want to acknowledge it or not. And because I know there was this whole thing about No King's Day, and we said we gonna sit this one out. Okay, I got you. Like you've been marching for the last 30 years. All right, appreciate you. Caller, welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to make a couple of points. I just learned, you know, how your president is claiming they picking up so many illegal immigrants and all of that. And I have just learned that they got these detention centers, and that's taking a lot of money from our budget and creating it a larger deficit. I also learned they got these detention centers, and you know, they say Obama had sent back more people than anybody, and they said they would turn them loose. They capture them, send them back, and they'll come right back. The Trump regime is capturing them. They got detention centers. They're also releasing them and capturing them again because they get paid by the head. Another thing, I just looked up, you know, I've said this many times before. Racism is not really racism, it's color. That's borne out by the fact that light, bright, and everybody white colored people can pass for white. A fine example is Colin, what's his dude's name? The congressman from New York. He used to pass for white and play with them white folks when they found out who he was. Anyway, the Epstein is Jewish. And you know, the people who hate black people hate Jewish. But it's all by color. And my rationale for this colorism is so the stupid people can discriminate. And I'm gonna let you, and everybody wants to be, you talk about black people being Republicans, everybody, your best friend, Meech, said that everybody wants to be on the winning team, and that's true. Anybody can get over where they think they can win, they're going over there. Not all of them, but too many of them. And y'all have a good one.
All right, congratulations. We good?
Yeah.
Anybody else that I missed out there that I've not really fully appreciated their talent level?
I don't think so.
You sure?
Me?
You said me?
That I did not give proper homage. Caller, welcome to the program. Good morning.
Hey, man, how you doing?
I'm good. What's happening?
I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Reggie Royal?
Last time, California.
Who's he playing for?
Huh?
Who's he playing for? You know, that nigga, he was a genius.
Well, he ain't dead. He said he was a genius. Last time I checked, he still is a genius.
Jeffrey Valley was a genius. You know, he graduated from North Virginia when he was about 14.
Yeah, you know what? It was interesting that brother, he was saying that he liked to do local. I tell you somebody else, great songwriter that he might want to consider is Bishop Daryl Hines.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I mean, you know, just talk about songwriters. Yeah, I mean, I got some names from. I said Jeffrey LaValle. I got man, Bishop Daryl Hines. You know, there's some people here who I'm sorry.
Reggie Royal was out the hanger man.
Yeah, you know, he's a practicing Muslim now.
What?
Yep. Changed his name, Abid. Yep. But you can go on Facebook. You can get him on Facebook.
All right. I have to contact you to get him on Facebook because I can look up Reggie Royal.
I think you can.
Okay, bet that.
Man, appreciate you. Caller, welcome to the program.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Okay, I'm glad you guys can hear me clearly this time. I have a concern about an incident that happened not too long ago with my 16-year-old.
Okay.
She got an Uber. She was upset. She was leaving a behavior group, but she had behavior problems, but she chose the group. And so she did Uber. She said some statements about ICE. She said some statements about ICE. She said about other life situations going on today, protesting and all. So I guess the Mexican, who is a Mexican driver for Uber, got upset. So he pulls over and attempts to grab my daughter out the car, to get her out of the car, and she maced him. So she maced him, and he called the police. When she walks up into Starbucks in Wauwatosa, and she actually is there in the Starbucks, and he's behind her. So he closed the door, and he's got the door closed. He will not let her out. So he called the police and explained to the police what's going on. And so the police asked him, where is she? And he said where she was at. Then he said, well, she's free to go. If she's free to leave, or you got a hostage? Not a hostage, but they was asking him questions. And he was like, no, I'm holding her here. You know, well, you can't hold her hostage, the police said. You have to let her go. So actually, he was holding my daughter hostage in Starbucks. And I wanted to know, what do you guys recommend? You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, Trump, he obviously got the whole USA depressed, stressed out, against each other. I never seen Mexicans so upset against Americans or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just never seen this type of behavior and this type of, president.
Did she call the police?
Yes. Well, I actually called Uber. He didn't report it. The police was already called. The police came over to our house. My daughter came home. When he let her go, she came home. The police came to our house.
Okay.
The police came to our house and gave her a ticket and stuff like that. But I'm like, what do we do? She's a minor.
Ooh, I wish I could help you with that. You gonna?
Well, the driver has every right to put the passenger out of his car if
that's what you do.
If he feels like that, like if a person is talking crazy or whatever, he got every right to actually end the ride and put them out.
Okay.
All right.
But does he have a right to attempt to
because if he say get out and she say I'm not going nowhere, he got every right to put that person out of his vehicle because it's his vehicle. So he got every right.
Okay, but did she have a right to spray him and mace him? For her life?
No, that's why she got the ticket because when he was trying to put her out, she refused and then sprayed him. So that's why she got the ticket and not him.
Okay. Okay, I understand now. But when I call the police on her, how come they don't come remove her? They tell me to handle it myself.
Yeah, because
you the parent. Pulled up in my house.
You the parent, so they tell you to handle it.
They tell her she a minor, they can't take her out.
Yeah.
Why y'all gonna take her out with this situation? Y'all can't take her out when I call y'all.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna say this, and I know this might sound kind of harsh, but
go back to the old way.
No, hold on. If she clowned with you, I'm pretty sure you know she clowned with him.
Yes, I do. That's why I ain't saying nothing against anything. Whatever happens, it happens for a reason. Yeah. But I'm saying this about me.
Yeah.
But why are they acting like the Milwaukee police is different than Wauwatosa police, or what? Because the Milwaukee police.
Well, no, they just want you to handle it, and then just take the proper steps of handling it.
There's no resources in this. There's no resources for these little teenagers nowadays. The only resources they have is the TV shows, the reality shows, the Bad Girls Club. That's the only resources they have.
I gotta go there.
Basically, Trump took all the money from the
I'm sorry for cutting you off because we're up on a hard stop. Hey, let me thank Miss Vanessa Johnson. Let me thank Clark Kent. Let me thank Mr. Jermaine Rideout, Debo, Michelle, all the callers. We thank you. The good Lord willing, Creek don't rise. Hope to talk to everybody tomorrow. And as always, go from this place in peace.